Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here and welcome to another Spectrum spectacular video. And wow, we've got some more pickups guys, some more specky titles, some really nostalgic ones, and some modern Spectrum has turned up. And the game that I've got playing, I'm sure you will all know, is Chase HQ, an absolutely amazing conversion on the Spectrum. Glorious soundtrack, and I finally got the original box release there guys. Not in the best of conditions, but not a lot paid for this. I think it was about £2, so really happy with that. It's complete with its little instruction manual and it loads fine, so really chuffed with that. That's a replacement of one of the hit squads. Because as you all know by now, I'm going for the original releases, guys. Very quiet this month or this episode on players, hence why the player set isn't down here with us, and there's been no further updates with that, but there is a load in the pipeline. I'm still waiting on a few from a guy in Spain, and also I've just bagged some off Lee Thornley, which we've got to do that deal literally last night on Sinclair for sale. So there will be in the future some more additions to the players. I've been playing the Spectrum a lot guys. I'm absolutely hooked on Specky. I'm still playing Synapse. I'm still playing Sidewise and Crosswise an awful lot. Loving those games. I'm improving slightly on them, but not greatly. I'm getting a lot further in Synapse, and I can't remember who it was in comments down below when I mentioned it in the last video that I was playing it on the C64 Maxi. They said the Spectrum version was second to none and one of the best specky games, and I tend to agree. Wow, that game really is awesome, and I think we might focus on that in a future video, but I thought I'd keep this one very similar to the last. And we've just got plenty of pickups, guys. And we're going to start with the modern games first. A guy was selling these on Sinclair for sale, I think it was. And he wanted like 12 quid posted for the two. And these games ain't cheap when you bundle in the postage. And first up is a Chronosoft game, Egghead in Space. I know nothing of these games, guys. Absolutely new to me. But a lovely purple cassette there. Lovely quality on the inlay. Really professionally done. Move Egghead around the alien's lair, leaping from platform to platform to search of the disc containing the computer games. Try not to fall too far as eggs are delicate and avoid contact with aliens and blah blah blah. Yeah, so it looks like your typical sort of specky platformer, but a modern game. I'm not sure when this one was released. Let's see if there's a release date on here. Originally by Jonathan Caldwell in 2002. Originally released in 2003. Published by Chronosoft. So, yeah, it's more recent than the original run game. So, a 2000 game. So, yeah, that's first up, guys. Egghead in Space. And then secondly, we've got Teodora Can't Fly. I think that's how it's pronounced. And done by Monument Micro Games. I used to have Metalheads and I sold that to Cy Owen when I cleared my Spectrum out quite a while ago, a couple of years back, and I kind of regretted that because it's a really good game. Yeah, Metal Man, not Metalheads. Where did I get Metalheads from? It's Metal Man. But yeah, going back to this, Teodora Can't Fly. Again, it looks like a platformer. Wingless, not witless. Such a brave old bird, and nobody's fool. Destined to save the kingdom. Brave the monster-infested corridors you used to call home. Climb to the tower and ring that bell. It's time to earn your wings. So it looks like a puzzle platformer, maybe. But yeah, that is Monument Games. And with these games, what's really cool is, again, you've got a coloured cassette tape, and then you get loads of gubbins. You get like a badge, which is really cool. And that's really cool as well. On the back there, I don't know if you can see it, guys, but there's a little wing hanging on the back there. And then you get like a collector's business card. You get the ROM of the game, which you can connect with your PC. The attention to detail and all the stuff they throw into these is really good. And there's the instruction manual, which I believe will all be in colour. Yeah, really looking forward to playing this one. Looks like a puzzle platformer. And yeah, great with all of that content. I love all that. All the little details, all the little stuff they put in. You just don't get that in games anymore. So yeah, there is Teodora Can't Fly. I think that's how it's pronounced, guys. I'm probably butchering it like I always do. Really looking forward to playing that. And like I said, these Monument micro games, they always have loads of little bits and pieces and souvenirs in them. And I love that little touch. Absolutely awesome to add one of those back into the collection. And then we've got a bundle of Gremlin games, guys. And first up, we've got The Way of the Tiger. I remember really liking this game back in the day. I'm sure this one played an awful lot like Decathlon. You had all the different events you had to master. Yeah, like samurai sword fighting, the pole. Well, not like a one-on-one fighter, but with different weapons. I'm sure it's something like that. Let me know in comments, guys. I've not had a chance to play any of these yet. And then onto an absolute classic, guys. And that is Monty on the Run. I'm sure this is the one that stands out and is the most popular. Not the most popular, but the one I remember the most. And when I think of the Monty games, it's just that cover. But yeah, Monty on the Run. Still got the original price tag, Virgin $7.95 on there, guys. But it's in a clam case. Love these little cases. Stiff one to open. It's all in nice condition. And the instructions are on the inlay there. So yeah, looking forward to playing Monty on the Run. Such iconic sort of platform adventure games on the Speccy, weren't they? The Monty games. And then we've got Skate Crazy, which is a game that I've got on the Kicks budget release. And I said that I wanted to get the original because I'm going for all these Gremlin ones. And I love these double-cased Gremlin releases. All in fantastic condition. It's even got the instruction manual, which I'm chuffed with that. So yeah, a really good one to add to the collection. And then finally, Gremlin-wise, we've got Gary Lineker's Superstar Soccer. And my God, guys, how young does Gary Lineker look on there? But yeah, it's a football game. It's all complete with its manual. And it was cheap. And if I'm going for the Gremlin set, then, you know, that one's got to be added, guys. And then a compilation, and I got it solely, really, for one game, and that's Exelon. By Xout, a fantastic game. But there's also Dynamite Dan, Aliens, Cauldron 2, and Into the Eagle's Nest on here. Cauldron 2, I'm sure I've got lots of fond memories of that one too. But yeah, it's mostly for Exelon. That game eludes me every single time it's on one of the Facebook Sinclair groups. It will appear on there and it sells instantly. I'm hoping to get this off a fellow YouTuber who's selling a few games. Won't mention that yet because the deal's not done, but yeah, I'm hoping I've bagged an original release of Exelon. It's an awesome game. One of my favourite games on the Speccy, it really is. And then we're moving on to a game that I remember the box art, but I don't remember the game, and that's this one. Ah! The Monster's Revenge. But yeah, even looking at the back at the screenshots, it's not really jumping out at me. It kind of looks like a sort of take on King of the Monsters, maybe. You know, the Neo Geo SNK game. But yeah, that's... So looking forward to giving that one a blast. And then on to an absolute classic. And it's a replacement of a Hit Squad one. And that is Stallones Cobra. Absolutely glorious game, this. Loved it back in the day when I was a young lad, but I was never very good at it. I could pretty much get around to like the second sort of stage, but it's really, really difficult. But an absolutely awesome game to play. It controls really well, really responsive, awesome hit detection, and it's just genuinely a really wacky game. What it's really got to do with Stallones Cobra, I don't know, but a fantastic soundtrack as well. And the speccy port is the only one to play. I've played this on the Commodore, it's pants, and it's also pretty dire on the Amstrad. Why, you know, these Amstrad games, when they get typical speccy ports, why they didn't just port the speccy version of that, I don't know. But yeah, it plays pretty ropey on the other systems, but I'm so chuffed to have the original release of that. And then finally, as you guys are aware, I'm really digging, really loving the Spectrum shooters, and I had to get this one. And Cy Owen, Ginger Hippie Gaming, also Tommy, it's a fantastic shooter, and that's Xout. Lovely box art, look at that, absolutely fantastic box art. And I can remember owning this game on the Atari ST, I think it was. So I've never played the speccy port, so really looking forward to giving that a blast. There's some screenshots on the back there, guys. And inside it's got its manual, and the tape looks in pretty good condition. So really pleased with that. There we go, guys. There's an awesome bunch of speccy titles to add to the collection, all originals. Let me know in comments, guys, what games here spark that nostalgic bug to you. What games can you remember really fondly out of this lot? Until the next time, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.